Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Of zone defenses, I remember it as being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd. And 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty?
No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
We got this.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff looking right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go. 18 data. All day, baby, all day.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2nd and 9 now. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Come on. Here I come.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
30 base. Any weapons?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 44 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff working right. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, Zoo, down.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a nice spin into some open field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 65 yards as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And this is now a one-point game.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Ready?
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll roll him out right, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He'll look to throw. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Go. 15, 1, 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pick your game up. Go. Forty-five, Mike, 45.
He'll look to throw. Dance. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Topper. Get ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Jaguars have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really